want to put a little word out for Fightingville. You know, Fightingville is a big supporter of mine. I was raised in Fightingville. But as always, on Friday, you know, like to get our spirit ignited, and we're gonna ignite our spirit because we're gonna go to the prayer warrior and let the prayer warrior ignite our spirit. Good morning, prayer warrior.
And good morning, everybody. I am here. I am Ruby Nail, guys. I am from Riverside, California, and I do have a delicious message for us today. And it says, I am involved in each moment of your life. I have carefully mapped out every inch of your journey through this day. Because the world is in a fallen condition, things always seem to be unraveling around the edges. Expect to find trouble in this day. At the same time, trust that my way is perfect, even in the midst of such messy imperfections. Stay focused on me as you go through this day, remembering that I never leave your side. Let the Holy Spirit guide you step by step, protecting you from unnecessary trials and equipping you to get through whatever must be endured. As you trudge through the sludge of this fallen world, keep your mind in heavenly places with me. Thus the light of my presence shines on you, giving you peace and joy that circumstances cannot touch. It is through knowing me intimately that you become like me. This requires spending time alone with me. Let go, relax, be still, and know that I am God. Now you can find this wording in Psalms chapter 18, verse 30, Isaiah 41:13, Psalms 36:9, also Psalms 46, verse 10, Matthew 23:13, John 3, second verse.
All right. Always gotta let go.
I love the way you guys ignite my spirit.
Always gotta let go and let God.
Let go and let God. And the reminder for us is wonderful, sweet.
Thank you for igniting all our listeners' spirit on this morning. The money's winding down real fast and real bad. So
I understand completely, but we have what we need to deal with any day.
Sure we do. And I appreciate you for all that you do for the Community Matter Show, and we love you for that.
And I love you guys as well. I'm honored for the privilege.
All right.
It does everything for me. I'm ignited right now.
And guess what? I got a bishop on the side of me that I'm getting ready to, we're going to talk about some things that's going on in the community and around in the state. Yeah. So, you know, we appreciate you, okay?
Thank you so much, sweetie. I love you guys. Blessings.
All right. Thank you. And have a wonderful day.
I will. Thank you. You
Bless
too.
You. All right.
Bye-bye.
Well, you know, Friday, we always want to thank those for allowing us to come into their home, into their eyes, to their ears, and to their heart. And hope we're going to have a wonderful show today, you know, and if we have that wonderful show, it's going to be awesome because I got Bishop Carlos Harvin here. Good morning, Bishop.
Good morning, my brother.
How's everything going with you?
It is good. Yeah. It is well with my soul.
You know, I asked him to come on the show to explain some things that's going on, some things that been going on, and he was a former minority chief of affairs here in the city of Lafayette. A lot of people had issues with it. I had some issues with it, but we never did stop communicating, through all the ordeals, because I feel like this here. Everybody got to make a living, and how you choose to make your living, that's on you. So with that, I want to let him introduce himself more properly than I did, because I know he's well aware of it. He's a bishop. I don't know the name of the church, that you're pastoring or bishoping in, so I'm going to give you the chance to introduce yourself. Now, don't go too fast. Don't go too far, because I'm going to have to reel you back in if you get out there too far, but everything's going to be good,
Awesome.
Good morning, Bishop.
Good morning, Brother Wallace Senegal, and it's great to be with the concerned community activist on the Community Matters show, and I have to salute the prayer warrior for getting us started with such a prophetic, anointed, powerful prayer this morning. My God, my God. And it's because, as she said, trudge through the sludge. We've got a lot of hard work to do. Just by way of introduction, my name is Bishop Carlos Harvin, as you said, and I'm honored to pastor New Beginnings Christian Church.
Okay.
We just got into our new building about 6 weeks ago, right? The Sunday after Easter. God opened the door, just like he opened the tomb on that Easter Sunday morning.
Yeah.
So our ministry, our church, was shut down for 4 years because of COVID.
Yeah.
We could not go back in our own old building, so God opened the door now. And
Okay.
we're just blessed to be there. And you talked about my role as Chief of Minority Affairs. I worked with the previous Mayor President, Josh Guillory, for almost 4 years, from 2020 to 2023. And I was honored to have that position, to serve as the first ever Chief of Minority Affairs. And my focus was to build bridges. I was a bridge builder. And so that's what brings me to the show today. We still have bridges that must be built.
Now, and this is coming from me, I felt when you was Chief Minority Affair, I liked it the way it was worded, but to the people that I deal with in the community felt that you wasn't doing enough other than the Pastor Alliance. And the Pastor Alliance wasn't really, as far as they're concerned, I'm concerned too, they wasn't putting enough in the community. They was putting more into who they was pastoring at the time. And that's the way I was feeling, And now you're no longer Chief Minority Affair person, but you're also still involved in the community. And being involved in the community, you guys are trying to build the north side up. And this has been going on for years, And before I get too far gone, good morning, Paul, out of Lake Charles. We got you on the phone. Paul? Nope, we didn't lose him. Paul out of Lake Charles, good morning. Okay, well, when you come back to the phone, let me know. But anyway, things are going on the north side. We've been trying to build up the north side. We've been trying to get things on the north side. And it seemed like you guys can't get that started for some reason or another. And I know you know more than I know, even though I know some things. You in the at the table. I'm not at the table. I'm just going on hearsay. And hearsay is like gossip. We can't keep gossiping about things and not getting things done. I also seen you on the news lately. You know, you and Corey Levier talking about these things. I know Ravers had been talking about them because I went to one of his first meetings. And after his meeting, I told him, I said, hey, man, if you're sincere in what you're all about, I'll stand with you and back you, you know. And he was on the show not too long ago, but we didn't know, at least I didn't know what was really going on until I hear the news. And once I hear the news, I start digging into what's going on.
I'm back, Brother Wells.
Okay. All right, Brother Paul, good morning. Welcome to welcome to the Community Matters Show. You know, I got Bishop Carlos Harvin on.
Good morning.
You know,
Good morning to you, Brother Bishop.
Thank you.
And he used to be Chief of Minority Affairs here in Lafayette under the Mayor President Josh Guillory. Now he's no longer Chief Minority Affairs. I don't know, they got somebody else in that position, but they gave it a new name, you know.
Yeah, I heard that name, and doing that was administrating, they had what they call them, ministers, for that same title.
Yeah.
And they were supposed to be getting the black contractors together.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's been years, man. Wow, that's been almost 30 years ago, man.
Yeah, well.
You don't even hear that talk no more. But I want to reach out to you folks. Thanks for welcoming in y'all rooms. And Brother Wallace, Vilo, Keaton, and your guest, Bishop. Man, I thank y'all doing for y'all show, brother. To give bosses people a voice and an opportunity.
Yes.
And I want to say, Love Friday, Agape.
Agape Friday, okay. Well, let's finish him, because you know this hour go by fast, man. Look like
You better believe it, brother.
look like they don't even put it in overdrive. They just grab gears.
So, that's right. We don't want to be talking like fast, like robot, like the old 45 instead of 33.
yeah. So I want him to explain some of the things that's going on with the North Side, why we always have to get on the back burner as far as I'm concerned. You know, we got a president of Leader, and her name is Mindy Mitchell, you know, but she's into the Caucasian level of it, because Caucasian is really running Leader. And right now we know everybody, Caucasian is trying to buy up a lot of the properties on the North Side. Everywhere, just about every corner, you know, if you need to sell your house, we buy it today, and things like this here are property.
We buy your ugly house. We buy your ugly house.
Yeah, they don't
Any
care.
condition, we don't care. We buy it.
Mm-hmm. So,
we keep paying for your closing costs.
yeah. So, you know, they're advertising it all on TV, social media, and things like this here. But the bishop and the organization that they was trying to put up, they've been having a lot of problems with the people that could help them, and they're not getting help from them. So Bishop, explain that.
I want to hear what Bishop got to say, because I will say that we got the same scenario with y'all, with North versus South.
Okay.
Same exact. I'm waiting to listen to the Bishop.
Okay.
I'm here to oppose Senate Bill 480. That's why I'm here.
Right.
That was authored and introduced by State Senator Gerald Boudreaux. Because Senate Bill 480 seeks for the termination. That's the elimination, which is an abomination, of the North Lafayette Redevelopment Authority. Now, the North Lafayette Redevelopment Authority was created in 2008 by the state legislature, signed into law by the governor. And what it did was to create a political subdivision in Lafayette. It turned the North Side as a city within a city. It can levy its own taxes. It can build bridges. It can build roads. It can build infrastructure. It can do commercial development, economic development, retail development. So that's what that's what happened in 2008. Now, fast forward 16 years later, 2024, to date, the North Lafayette Redevelopment Authority has not seen one penny or a dime go into its budget. And while I was working for Mayor President Josh Guillory, the first mayor president to offer $250,000, $250,000 as seed money for the board, the mayor was not authorized by the city council to give that check to the North Lafayette Redevelopment Authority. Why not? The city council said it's because the board does not have a quorum. So we said, well, who's supposed to be on the board? It's a 7-member board. We found out State Senator Gerald Boudreaux never made his 2 appointments. State Representative Vincent Pierre never made his 1 appointment. And State Representative Marcus Bryant, District 96, never made his appointment. Those were 4 appointments. Plus, what's my brother's name in Lake Charles?
Paul.
Brother Paul. We went through redistricting. I'm sure you guys did the same thing in Lake Charles.
Oh yeah, we was front and center. Just like me, State University.
And see, what they did was they changed the city council district numbers from District 3 and 4 to 1 and 5. Our state representative, Vincent Pierre, was supposed to change 2 numbers in the bill, 3 and 4 to 1 and 5. That way the 2 city council members on the north side could also, the mayor had already made his appointment. Mayor President Josh Guillory appointed Pastor Ivy Ledette. So we were waiting on the state senator, Boudreaux, Vincent Pierre, Marcus Bryant, and the 2 city council members to appoint, and the board would have a quorum. Quorum could receive a check for $250,000.
Oh man, y'all did that. Man, let me tell you something over here. We have what they call North Lake Charles reinvestment. Same scenario, same but different name. They asked for $50,000 from the city council. You know what? The black female, well, we don't know what y'all do. What y'all do? She questioned her, but she never questioned none of the other groups on the European side. Our own people. So, but y'all got a great startup money too, and they only was asking for 50.
Well, Sam, I was in the meeting with the mayor president and Sam Flugins, who was the chair at the time.
Wow,
And
man,
the mayor said, how much money how much y'all need? She said 200,000. He said, I'll do better. I'll do 250. See, they're not saying that because many of them did not want to see the mayor president. They didn't like some of the decisions, and did the mayor make some mistakes? Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Did he admit them? Yes, he did. But they didn't want to see him get reelected. And so that is why it was personal. Because if Josh Guillory had given that $250,000 to the North Lafayette Redevelopment Authority, that would have been a win. And there are elected officials that made 50,000 people from the north side suffer. Here we are 4 years later, still having the same conversation. Nothing has changed. Just so that Josh Guillory would not have looked good by giving that $250,000.
Well, I think the other things that a lot of people was upset about was what he was doing and wasn't really including everybody else. He closed parks. He closed our parks. He got rid of park policemen. He did a lot of things to the north side.
You closed your library too, didn't it?
Yeah, he was trying to close parks, you know.
Libraries.
I don't know about the libraries because the libraries are in a different, under a different board, you know. But
well, I don't know how y'all got city parish. I don't know how that. But over here, they own that. They disperse the money to them. They don't control them, but they got to get their money from the parish to city government.
Yeah, well, they get monies, but they don't control anything. You know, the city parish don't control the library. The library.
That's right. Because over here, the library board consists of the mayor and the president, police sheriff president. They are ad officio.
You know,
they don't have no vote, but they're officio.
Okay, Brother Paul. You know, another thing a lot of people was upset about, I don't care if he gave you that $250,000. When he got rid of the best chief of policemen that we ever had in the city of Lafayette.
Yeah, I remember that.
That was Glover, you know,
Right.
Thomas
Yeah, I remember
Glover.
that.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what a lot of people was upset about, including myself, because I sit on that board, and Josh Guillory appointed me to the board, you know, and when he got rid of Thomas Glover, you know, that upsetted me. And he had gave me a proclamation,
You know-
and I had to turn that back into him because,
Absolutely.
as far as I'm concerned, he deceived me. You know,
And we could spend the rest of this hour talking about the mistakes of Josh Guillory, and it will get us off the focus, I believe, that the North Lafayette Redevelopment Authority is being wiped out. There should be more anger over that, I think, than a lot of other things that have happened, because this spells a resurrection, a revival, a revitalization for an area that has been neglected for far too long. So we could spend the show talking about the mistakes. He made them. He made mistakes. But let's talk about the mistakes that Gerald Boudreaux's making right now. Let's talk about the mistakes that Vincent Pierre's making. Let's talk about the mistake of Marcus Bryant for not supporting the North Lafayette redevelopment. To me, that's worse than anything Josh Guillory did.
Yeah, that's right. That's correct.
Yeah. Well, you know, I understand that because there's a lot of things. I'm all over in Lafayette. One of the things that I've been pushing, and I don't live that way of the north side, Moss Street, Jefferson Street, man, from the underpass to Moss Street, the road is awful. Go down Moss Street, the road is awful. And every time you bring that up, everybody say it's a state road. I don't care if it's a state road. It comes through your district.
And
you
see-
got to go to the state and make it happen.
Right.
You know?
Right. Well, let me put it like this.
Oh, Lord, man, I can tell y'all some stuff.
Right next door to the north side is downtown. We're neighbors. North side, downtown. For the last 40 plus years, downtown has had the Downtown Development Authority, DDA. They've gotten millions of dollars from LCG and I'm sure other sources for the development of that part of our city, the heart of our city, downtown.
Right. They did a streetscape. Streetscape.
Oh, yes.
Look,
But you don't see the senator authoring a bill to take the Downtown Development Authority and put that under LEADA. Because them folks wouldn't stand for that.
no, right.
That's a more affluent part of our city. And they'll look at him like he got three heads. What's wrong with you? But you're going to ask the north side? You're not going to ask downtown to put their board underneath LEADA. But you're going to come to the North Lafayette Redevelopment Authority, ask those 7 board members who should be sitting there to step down and put that under. So it's going to turn the north side into a slave plantation.
Oh, okay.
SB
Come on with
480
it.
is the slavery is back bill. That's the way I look at it.
Well, I gotta answer Bishop something. I gotta answer Bishop something.
sit in the back of the bus bill. In other words, we're not smart enough as people of color, white people, Latinos, African Americans. We're not smart enough to drive the bus. We can get in the bus, but we got to sit in the back of the bus and let somebody from another neighborhood come and drive your bus because you're not qualified and competent enough to drive your own bus.
Okay. Listen, we got a call. Good morning, caller. Welcome to the Community Matters Show. Good morning, caller. Welcome to the Community Matters Show. Hello?
Oh, you ain't breathing deep, are you lying?
Caller, welcome to the Community Matters Show.
Oh,
Okay.
well,
Well,
you shook somebody out the bush. Well, you call back.
yeah, call back now.
Y'all come back now, yeah?
Okay.
But Brother Wise, I gotta ask my brother a question right quick.
Yes, sir.
Man, he talking about the same exact thing over here. let me tell you a little quick. I'm trying to get there quick. Bishop,
Yes, sir.
the question I got for you, over here they were hollering about eminent domain.
Okay.
And all that came up around the same time they was talking about them sub-districts.
Good morning, caller. Hold on.
Go ahead, let them come in.
Good morning, caller. Welcome to the Community Matters Show.
Yes. Good morning, Brother Wise, and Reverend Callers, Mr. Callers. I'm not sure.
Bishop caller.
Okay, Bishop. Well, Brother Wiley, shouldn't you have Bishop Callers in the writing? But this is what I wanted to find out. Bishop Callers, you mentioned about Senator Boudreaux, you mentioned about Vincent Prier, Marcus Bryan, that they all knew about that rebuild for Lafayette, and they didn't do anything for it?
Yes, that is correct. Yes.
I mean, when you say that they knew, you have physical documents, or is it just hearsay?
Well, right in front of me, and Brother Wallace can attest, I have revised statute 33, section number 4720. It is the state statute. This is state law. I got a piece, it's about a 15, 20-page document. That's Louisiana law that was approved by the state legislature and the governor in 2008 that created the North Lafayette Redevelopment Authority. It was not created by the Lafayette City Council, the Parish Council, the mayor. No, this was created by the governor and the state legislature, even before Senator Gerald Boudreaux was there. It preceded him, it preceded Marcus, and it preceded Vincent. But it's like having a baby and you don't feed it, you don't give it Pampers, you don't care for it. You just leave that baby. The baby's been left unattended because the baby needs to eat. The baby needs to be cared for.
Right.
And these elected officials were supposed to appoint 7 members who either, it says in the language, does it not, Brother Wallace? A board of 7 members? All, not some.
Yeah, all.
I circled the wall. This is law.
Yeah.
All of whom, not might, but shall reside or be employed within the geographical boundaries of the authority. That means people from the north side, they never put their people
Right. In place.
and it states very clearly that the people to appoint, Senator Boudreaux has 2 appointments.
District 24.
Okay? One member shall be appointed by who?
Louisiana State Representative.
And that was who?
Vincent Pierre.
This is in writing, so it's not
District 40
hearsay. I'm
District
here to
44.
say that it's not hearsay.
It says District
One member
44.
shall be appointed by who?
Representative of District 96.
That's Marcus Bryant. Okay, then it goes on. One member shall be appointed by the who?
Councilperson, District 3.
And see, District 3 now is on the south side.
Side.
Back then it was Pat Lewis's district on the north side. There is no District 3 on the north side. And who's the other one?
District Council 4.
There is no Council 4 on the north side anymore.
anymore.
That's south side.
Side.
The district on the north side is 5. That's Kenneth Boudreaux now. This preceded him.
Yeah.
Okay, to fix the numbers. And then finally, who's the last person appointed by?
The mayor, president.
And he appointed his appointee. So this is in writing. These people knew it, and they did not want to see this authority move forward under a mayor president they did not like.
You know?
They didn't
you know
like him,
what?
and that got in the way of 50,000 people on the north side. By now, we could have had 3, we could have been into this thing for 3 years. The only thing that has moved on the north side in the last 3 years is Planet Fitness left the Northgate Mall. I ain't seen that, but if you drive down Ambassador Caffrey and you drive down College Saloon, there's a brand new Dave and Buster's that came in the last 3 years. There's a brand new Top Golf that came in the last few years. There's a brand new Jersey Mike's. There's a brand new Denny's. All the new stuff keeps going up on, and everything's going. But all the businesses are leaving the north side.
They're closing up.
Thank you.
Well, guess what? Don't let them put that freeway to really smooth over y'all. I-49. What about that deal? Where they at on that, Wallace? Don't let me shut y'all down completely.
Wait.
But the freeway completely open.
Hold
Okay,
on.
Bishop Carlos, so what you're saying is that there's everything is completely final. There is no,
Oh, no.
type of grandfather. Nothing else could be done.
Oh no, and there's still something to be done. That's why I'm here, and I want to thank our concerned community activist Wallace Senegal for having me on the show to give the community options. Somebody got, there's a watchman or a watchwoman.
Yeah.
You got to sleep with one eye open, and so my eyes are wide up because I was all up in this Kool-Aid when I was working. I didn't broadcast this to everybody because we was working behind, but this is the work. So now I'm gonna tell what happened behind the scenes.
Yeah.
We were working diligently
Well, you see
to
that-
get the North Lafayette Redevelopment Authority finally for the first time up on its feet. And so when we got pushback from the state senator, we sent him there
Yeah.
to build the north side. We got pushback from our state rep because they didn't like Josh Guillory. Okay, I understand, but that's personal. You gonna let your personal animosity stand between improving life for 50,000 people? So what we did was, now we went to the state legislature. The senator spoke, the mayor president Monique Boulay spoke, Kenneth Boudreaux spoke. They had the president of UL, they brought a whole, Mandy Mitchell spoke. They had and it was me and Corey Levier and an owner of a store in the Northgate Mall, Kinsara Smith. I'm sorry, Kinsara Sam. She owns LA Dolls. We are saying, okay, it passed the Senate unanimously. It passed the House committee unanimously. Now it's going to the full House floor. And then it has to go to the chamber. And then it has to be signed by the governor.
Okay.
So we want to fight. The governor ain't signed it yet, so it's not law. It's just a proposed bill.
Bill.
But we're trying to shut this bill down.
Okay.
Well, so
SB
what is it that
480.
you want?
Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
What is it that you want us to try to do? When is the next meeting
Well,
in Baton Rouge?
so they haven't published the next meeting on their agenda yet, but there's things, as soon as it gets published, and Brother Wallace, if I could stay in touch with you on that, I'm glad my sister has asked this question. We definitely want you to get the word out to the community. We want to take a whole rack of people up to the state capitol.
Well,
we were up there last week.
Well, Sister Cifaye is on 88.3 on Wednesdays, and we got all kind of ways to get our communication out now, especially on 88 and AOC. AOC is our big contributor to getting the message out. And
Are you available to come this coming Wednesday?
This coming Wednesday. Let me look at the calendar. Let me check it. Check. Wednesday.
Yeah, because Sister Cifaye is a strong activist in the
I know.
state of Louisiana, in the city of Lafayette, in the city of New Iberia, and surrounding.
Well, yes.
I
know her voice. What time Wednesday?
9 o'clock.
If 9:30 is not good enough, then what about 10:05?
Okay. Is it only Wednesday that you're on?
Yeah, only Wednesdays with the radio and the TV together. Only
Gotcha.
Wednesday.
Okay. So I do have an 8:30 meeting already scheduled, which I probably will finish at 9:30. So
That's
10
what she
o'clock.
said. 10 o'clock would be
10:50.
good.
Tell me
Okay.
what time?
10:05.
10:05. Okay.
That give you
Okay.
plenty of
Let
time.
me put. Okay. Let me put that, and I'll tell my brother Corey Levier as well, because we're fighting this fight together.
Okay.
And not only that, Brother Wallace, but tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock, from 9 to 10, and then from 10 to 11, if y'all wanted to come and appear on the radio show at KIEE, that would be fine. At least we'll keep the ball rolling.
Well, I know I'll be in Baton Rouge tomorrow, but Corey should be available, and we might be able to get a couple of other people from our team.
Okay.
We call ourselves the North Lafayette Redevelopment Team.
Okay.
All right now.
That's what we are, the NLRT.
Okay. Okay, Sister.
Please let me know. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay,
All
thank
right.
you.
Thanks for the call.
I'll see you Wednesday.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Well, like I say, we have advocates now. We have means to get our message out, you know. And I always say you can't just sit at the table, you know, without coming from the table. It's just like when you, after you eat everything, you got to spread the word how good it was, what you didn't like about it, or something, you know. And this is,
And I got to say this, since you said that, Brother Wallace. These men, I like these men personally. I told the state legislature. We all like Senator Gerald Bush. I don't dislike the man. I like Vincent Pierre. We worked at SLCC together.
Yeah.
This is nothing personal.
It's what's going on
There's
with us.
50,000 other people that are bigger than my friendship, or sometimes friends disagree.
Yeah.
And this is a disagreement among friends. I just don't agree with what they're doing to the north side.
Okay. Good morning, caller. Welcome to the Community Matter Show. Caller. Welcome to the Community Matter Show.
If they're alive or what?
What you want to do? Just hold up the line?
If they breathe, take a pulse. Pulse.
Well, you know, I got to do that to you. So, you know.
Man, I got to meet that Bishop Wallace. I got to meet that brother.
Brother Paul, I'm looking forward. You sound just like Corey Levy. Y'all voice exactly the same.
Man,
Wait till you meet Corey.
Man, I can tell you something fit right in. Eminent domain was going on. They had the black community. Matter of fact, they had a group of ladies, a couple of ladies went down the back to fight hours. They were scared of that eminent domain. But I didn't know they changed eminent domain. The only way there's a call coming in. Oh, go ahead, take that call. Well.
Good morning, caller. Welcome to the Community Matter Show.
Good morning.
Good morning. Yes, I can hear you. Yes, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning. What's the matter with your phone? You can't hear us? Why everybody could hear us
Turn
but
that
you?
radio down.
Oh, he's hearing the the delay.
Hey,
Tell him to turn down his radio.
Turn down your radio.
Oh, you got on with that little laptop, tablet.
Something. Turn down your radio.
It's delayed. I got a tablet. It's delayed.
Good morning. Turn down your radio, please, sir.
You can hear me, Coach?
I can hear you, but turn down your radio.
Yes, I've been trying to get in, but something is not. I've been trying to get in, but the phone is acting kind of crazy. But anyway, I can hear.
Okay, come on.
Okay. My radio is not up.
Something is up in the background. Listen to your phone. Listen to your phone and not your TV.
Even I recognize that voice there on that line.
Okay, but
Hey, now, can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you.
I don't have a radio on. You know, I do not have a radio.
But I could hear the feedback.
Can you hear me?
I could hear you good.
Oh, now it's clear.
Okay. Yes, I have a tendency to agree with the bishop is saying, and Brother Wallace, you was alluding to something earlier when you were talking about Marsh Street and the different areas you were talking about. And again, when we talk about these streets that is not being resurfaced and what have you, and you did talk about that people are saying that it's a state project. But remember, what the bishop is talking about, yes, it is a state road, but who is your state senator? Who is your state representative?
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what I was saying.
When you talk about the streets that's not being done,
Mm-hmm.
you have a state senator, you have a state representative. These are the people that should be fixing these streets.
And you got a city council.
The bishop said, I think that's personal, that we did not want the mayor president to win the election. If you can recall, when we were talking about Brown Park,
Mm-hmm.
you remember Brown Park?
Yes.
Brown Park, they were saying about Brown Park, they didn't have the money for Brown Park. The money's there.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about $37 million for Brown Park. It
Mm-hmm.
never was $34 million for Brown Park.
Mm-hmm.
The mayor president said he was going to do phase 1 and phase 2 for Brown Park. So that's what Bishop saying, there's a lot of things that's going behind the scenes that a lot of people don't know. Now, when you talk about the North Lafayette redevelopment, yes, that is true. I can understand what he's saying. I believe what he's saying. That I remember that was going on. I was hearing all this on the TV. I was hearing it when I was looking at the board meetings with all that being brought up. And I remember somebody saying why the board wasn't being met, why they wasn't meeting. They didn't have a quorum. Because they didn't have people on the board. And like the bishop said, you had the senator had 2 appointments, and the 2 representatives, one from New York, one from Lafayette, had appointments.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to sit back and look and see what really is going on. I'm glad the bishop is doing what he's doing. I'm glad him and Levy is doing what they got to do. I'm glad to see that because this is what really is happening. A lot of people don't know that. You have these people that get out in front of the cameras first, and they talk about it. Everybody start hearing what they're saying because they are the one that's saying things. They are the one that's leading and making people believe that what they are saying is the truth.
Mm-hmm.
But what the bishop is saying, he's coming after and he's saying, but he's saying, I believe what he's saying is true.
Mm-hmm.
Because he has the paperwork to show.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. You know, I don't read a lot of things, but if you put it in the front of me, I'm gonna read it. You know,
I heard that, Brother Riley.
and it's in the front of me, and what it's saying, you know, he's exactly right. So, you know, when I first heard about this, you know, I start digging, you know, finding out, because they say if you dig deep enough, you're going to find out. But if you need to stop digging and get out the hole. But we in a hole now, so we got to keep digging, you know, to find out what's really going on. And I don't care what nobody say, you know, the people that we had representing us as state senator, representative, and things like this here, I try to get along with them, you know. And
Amen, Brother Riley.
I'm always bringing this up. I'm a talk show host, you know, so I can't have that negative attitude all the time, you know, towards anybody, because that's just like you. I could have had a bad attitude. You could have left a bad taste in my mouth. We had never been sitting here today talking. But look at the information that we're finding out. Look at how we've been duped.
Thank you.
You know?
Malcolm X said it just like that. We've been had.
Yeah.
Hoodwinked. Bamboozled.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hey, as for me, Brother Wallace and guests, this is the accountability 24. It's time to start telling the damn truth.
True, yeah.
Because that's what we've been deceived in deception. It's about the truth now.
Yep.
What you afraid of? Man, you get more enemies telling the truth than you say I tell a lie.
Paul, you saying it now. You got that right. Because this ain't, and this, you know, if my friends become my enemies because I'm telling the truth, then we wasn't friends in the first place.
Yeah,
if
right.
you got a real friend, that friend is going to love you enough to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I might talk for people. You got it right, bitch.
Yes, sir. Because,
That's real talk, bro.
yes, sir. And I'm talking to friends of mine. I know the senator. I know the rep.
Brother Wallace, thank you for the show, man. God, man, it's a blessing, bro.
So this ain't no personal vendetta. I ain't got no axe to grind.
No.
But I live on the north side. I pastor on the north side. I've been raising 3 children on the north side. I got 2 grandkids I'm raising on the north side.
Go ahead, bro.
So, and I got neighbors on my street.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in Wine Alley or close to it. And my fight next door to fighting gym.
Yeah.
They ain't on the radio, so I'm the big mouth on the radio for my neighborhood.
Yeah, right.
I'm speaking up for them because they don't even know what's going on. Now, one thing I wanted to show you, brother, it says that if the appointing authority, that is the state senator, the state reps, and the city council, if that appointing authority responsible fails, it says if they fail to fill a vacancy within 30 days, and that's what they did, the remaining members of the board shall appoint an interim successor. And we got 7 new people on that board.
Call back. I'm sorry. I try to answer, but it's hot in here, man.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man.
I wear this
fire.
shit.
It's on fire, man. It's wild. I don't know what happened. It's out the gate now.
FIYA, fire.
Yeah, you know, I wear this shirt because sometimes it get cold in here for the equipment that we having. But I'm about ready to take this off right now. You know, call back, please. You know, because I know you got something really hot to say.
Hey, Brother Wallace, I got to say this too. Mandy Mitchell is a wonderful president, CEO of LEADER. She's eminently qualified. She's from the North Side. So this is nothing against Mandy. They've got a board of 12 members. The people who hired Mandy.
Go
ahead.
Good morning, caller. Welcome to the Community Matters Show.
Good morning, Brother Wiles, and good morning to Bishop Harbin. Listen, I just want to say this, and I have no dog in this fight, but they did call some names to identify some certain legislators for what they don't do. And you see, the problem, Brother Harbin, is a lot of our legislative body, they have thin skin. They can't stand to be criticized by the people who elect them. And I'm going to go into a rant, but I'm trying hard, Brother Wallace.
And do
once
your
they get
thing.
elected, they become celebrities, and you have to worship them on them grounds. But I want to say they have some who also on platforms like us who on corporate control radio, and then they want to make allude to a person's loyalty by indicating their loyalty to the certain skin color, black community. Well, if you're going to say that Bishop Harbin aligned himself with, and I'm critical of that. I was critical of one like that. But you yourself has been aligning yourself with the same people, calling him a brother from another mother or my good friend. But yet you want to allude to Bishop Harbin's association with those people. That's some hypocrite. So I can't. And then you have people who want to just give you the instructions back. They give you Sunday morning instructions. Well, they got other people taking way different from you, the masses. And it comes down to the people, and I appreciate what Brother Harbin by saying those names. That's what I'm saying. Saying those names when I have to go do my research and see why you're not voting for the better interests of the black community. So that's my comment. Thank you guys so much.
Well, that's powerful.
Hey, he's gonna be on your show.
So criticism.
Yeah.
For 4 years, I was criticized. If I had thin skin, I needed to go just pack up my stuff and go home. But if I got to sit in a hot seat in a white Republican mayor's office to advocate for my people, that's nothing what Harriet Tubman had to go through. That's nothing what Malcolm had to go through. That's nothing what Martin Luther King had to go through, or all of our ancestors. So if I got some people gonna talk about me, if that's the price I got to pay and be misunderstood for I'll do it all over again. Because if Josh Guillory had nobody black, that would have been an issue. So what do you want? What do you want?
Yeah.
And people are like, well, you should have said something. Well, what? Look, I work in the mayor's office. If I have a difference of opinion with the mayor, I'm supposed to go to the media? You mean I can't just walk down the hall into the mayor's office and have a talk with him? Because I want him to hear it anyway. So why not just go there and tell him to his face?
Yeah.
That's right.
Why would I go to the? Because then tomorrow I'll be out of the mayor's office. So that don't make then what? Where are we? So you put somebody else in there. You're gonna tell them to. So there would have been 55 different chiefs of minority affairs if they were telling off the mayor in the media. Instead of going to him face to face in private. If you're having a trouble in your relationship, are you going to put your business on Facebook? Or are you going to talk to your significant other and keep that behind closed doors? You don't air your dirty laundry in public.
Yeah, but some of them do it. Some of them do it.
And how's that working out for them?
It don't work out. That's just like a lot of time. I went to the mayor's office. That's how I got that proclamation. Yes, sir. And this is how he called me and asked me to sit on the board to get a new chief of police. Like I said, I'm not mad at him, but I disagree with a lot of things that he did. If I see him anywhere, I'm gonna talk to him, shake his hand or whatever, But I look at it like this here, we got our own kind messing over us. This right here, this right here,
Yes, sir.
they done messed over us, and this is a predominantly black district.
Thank you.
Predominantly black
And they
district.
want to take power out of the hands
of black folks.
Black people, people of color. And I'm going to say even concerned white residents, because we got white folk on the north side,
yeah.
and Latino, Hispanic.
It's diverse.
They wanna take-
It's just like America.
Thank you. It's the poorest part of our city. They want to take power out of 7 board members' hands and put it in a board of 12 members. And nothing against the board, but they cover the
St.
whole parish.
George, it's South Familiar.
I
St.
don't know.
George.
I don't know how many people on the board for Lita are from the north side.
Side.
How many people
All
are
right,
on the board from? You see, but this requires that you shall reside or be employed.
Right.
Now, if they put it on the leader, and I'm looking at the commissioners, when you look at who sits on the leader board, I got that. That's in Senate Bill 482. If you look at the members of the leader board, it tells you who appoints them. 2 members appointed by, I've never heard of this group, the Lafayette Parish Farm Bureau. The north side is not a farm. Okay, number 2, 2 members shall be appointed by the Lafayette Mayor President. And the Mayor President may serve as one of the appointments. That's what the present law says. 2 members, one of whom shall be a racial minority. So the fact that you got to put a racial minority, that means it's going to be mostly white folk. It should be the other way around. It should see one will be a majority race. No, but you saying, so we're going to be a minority on the leaderboard. That's what that tells me. Okay. And if the mayor's on there, who's going to disagree with the mayor in a board meeting? Once the mayor speaks, anyway, let me keep rolling.
But why they have to have a racial minority?
They can't say black. That's too. So it has to be a person of color. So it could be Latino. It could be
why
Asian.
don't they just
It
put
could be black,
person
African
of
American.
color? Why they got to put racial? Why they can't just put color?
That's the. I don't know the legal terms and stuff. But see, it's double talk. 2 members of one of whom shall be racial minority shall be appointed by the Lafayette Parish Council. Okay. And 1 member shall be appointed by one Acadiana, the regional chamber. 2 members, one of whom shall be a racial minority, shall be appointed by the president of the ULL, University of Louisiana. The president may serve as one of the, okay? And then 1 member shall be appointed by the chancellor of SLCC. Now, Dr. Vincent June, I know would put a good appointment on there. I know Dr. June. But it doesn't say that any of these 12 members have to live in or work on the geographical boundaries of the north side. We could have everybody from the south side, east side, west side, nobody from the, because the language doesn't, and Mandy's not going to be there forever.
And
the board is running this.
Yeah, but if y'all had the board and y'all board would come and ask for this, they could deny y'all because
what does that sound like to you? Massa, please, Massa. So if the people who live there have to ask somebody who's not from there, can we build a Dave and Buster's on the north
Bishop,
side?
I appreciate you coming. We're gonna come back and talk about this.
Hey, Bishop, you've been vindicated, man. All your days saved on
Thank you.
I want to thank
You've
everyone.
been vindicated, brother.
Thank you, sir.
I want to ask everybody, thank everybody for allowing us to come into your
Wow,
home,
this
to
is the
your
best
eyes,
show
and to
you, man. Oh, man,
Shut
awesome
up.
show, wow.
Shut up. Let me finish.
For what?
I want to thank y'all for allowing me to come into your eyes, to your ears, to your heart, and to your home. Until next Friday, we're going to say, y'all come back now.
Yeah, y'all come back, man. Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.